Hey guys, so yesterday I went to Pla-Za here in Nashville and I picked up loads of art supply goodies and I wanted to show you guys what I picked up while I was there. So I hope you guys will enjoy this art haul and demonstration video. Alright, so here we have the bag of goodies and there are a lot of goodies inside. Go ahead and put that receipt off to the side while I disembowel this bag for you guys. And I thought about doing it sort of like magician sack style, but I think I'll just go ahead and unload everything so I can get rid of this bag, and then we can go through these things together. Alright, so I don't normally go to Pla-Za. It's not really my art supply store of choice here in Nashville. Partially because I think their prices are pretty high, and also because I really like the Jerry's around here, and Jerry's has a better selection. But yesterday I picked up quite a few things that I haven't. Some of these things are things I have seen elsewhere or I could get elsewhere. You can get them almost anywhere. But some of these things were things that I've only really seen at that Pla-Za. So I picked up another Strathmore visual journal with the smooth Bristol. I love this for marker and mixed media stuff. It's got a very smooth finish, although this feels like their plate finish, to be honest. It's a little smoother than they normally are, but I love both. And if they'd had a plate, I would have picked up plate as well. If you are an alcohol marker artist, or if you enjoy mixed media, I highly recommend these, and you heard me talk about them a lot in my Art Snacks Inktober video where I was complaining about that Denick notebook. It has two heavy chipboard covers and a covered spiral binding. So it's really tough, and it's great if you travel or if you do a lot of conventions and you need to work at the show. Also picked up a 6x8 block, and by block I mean it is gummed on several sides. It is not just gummed at the top. A 6x8 block of Fluid 100. This is cotton-based watercolor paper. I really love Fluid 100. I do like textured watercolor papers, but if you are a watercolor artist who has avoided cotton-based watercolor papers in the past because they're too textured, I highly recommend you give Fluid 100 a shot, and this is the hot press. I picked up a handbook, watercolor book. I've had these in other sizes before. If you enjoy traveling or you enjoy traveling and you enjoy doing art on your travels, especially watercolor, and you've been using the Moleskine books, I really recommend you try the handbooks instead. They cost less. I think they're higher quality, and though they don't have that like prestigious following, I really think they are worth your time and worth your money. I picked up as well a Strathmore marker pad, and I have not tried Strathmore's marker pads yet. This is my first one. It is a 400 series, but I really enjoyed the texture, and it is a little bit thinner than their plate Bristol, so I thought this would maybe have a good home in my studio. And finally, Canton's plein air watercolor art boards are available here in Nashville. It's only taken like an entire year for me to get my hands on these, but I finally did. And I use Canton Montval for my 7-inch Cara pages, so I thought this would be really handy for perhaps nicer con watercolors, more expensive con watercolors, simply because the artboard is sturdier than the 140-pound watercolor paper I'm currently using for my commissions, so maybe this is something people could opt up for. So I did pick up a lot of paper, but that is not all I picked up. Move those to the side. I also picked up some more Prismacolor markers, and I like getting these in colors that are not easily available in Copic. So I'm sort of filling out my Copic collection with Shinhan Twin Touch markers and Prismacolor markers. I picked up another white Posca because I seem to go through these a lot when I am using Poscas. I picked up this beautiful Birdwing Copper FW pearlescent. And you guys who watch the channel know I really like FW pearlescent acrylic inks. I think they're beautiful. I picked up several Marabou art crayons. These are watercolor crayons, and I have a few other watercolor crayons around. But what makes these neat is they have sort of the lipstick tube thing going where they are protected by a plastic body, so they're not going to get totally wrecked and they're not going to get all over my hands. And I also picked up a bunch of Prismacolors for sketching, 2 more Derwent ink tints in antique white because I go through these, and a brighter color because in apple green, because I don't really when I was doing my Derwent video that you guys haven't seen yet, unfortunately, but when I was doing that, I realized I didn't have a lot of the brighter, prettier colors, so I picked up that as well. Now, I would have gotten more. I wanted another white Color Soft because that one's out, but the Nashville Pla-Za is extremely picked over when it comes to watercolor pencils and color pencils, so those sections were just completely picked clean. So I am going to, I was thinking I had picked up more things that I've never used before, and I was going to do like a demonstration video for you guys, but it seems like these are really the only things I haven't used before, and I have enough of them that it sort of merits its own video. So thank you guys so much for watching my art haul. I hope you'll keep an eye on this channel to see how I use all of these goodies, and keep an eye on the blog at nattasoup.blogspot.com because I'm going to write about all of those papers I picked up today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you again really soon. Bye guys!